A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. It's Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Sheds off the tackle. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. From the gun, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quiddy Pay able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up fourth down. Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Orlando Brown, the former Raven, the guilty party.
Now Mahomes.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
We're scoreless after 1.
Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. On
It's James. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
He'll buy some, and the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at
all. Here's Wilson. Open man is Waddle, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And got his man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's James, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. It's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Touchdown! A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the deep.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. DK Metcalf, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. To throw is Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now it's Wilson. James has got it. Complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Again, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Wilson. Rolling to his right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Play action. It's Wilson. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. At their own 28-yard line. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Keep doing that.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Mahomes going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
They'll try and run for it with Evans.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a give right side. James. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's James. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3. Now a give right side. James. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
They'll run on first down. It's James. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's James.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quiddy Pay able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Being chased out left. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And the Chiefs are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll roll him out, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Mahomes will throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Odafe Oweh. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ear.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. It got his man complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
One final try for Mahomes. Out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were